Okay, onward with the tutorial on the Kydex sheath building, the way I do it, and everything else right here. Now these right here are actually sink washers. I've got a bunch. So right now on these pink ones, since I don't have any black ones, there is red ones, or not red ones, but brown ones right there. There's 4 of them. Here's green ones. I'm gonna put them up for right now. And I had a pack of black ones, and I cannot locate them at all. So anyway. Okay, here's my case right there. Need to put that in there. I could use them different colors. These screws that come with them. If I don't know what they're for, I could always melt them down. Make bronze or something there I can make a guard with. Okay. Here's the hanger. Hopefully I'm keeping you over my shoulder. I hope so. Ain't no telling what I'm able to say or do right there. So anyway, where the camera's going. So right there is a solid pink one. This is the back side. This is the front. The front is clean. My hands are fairly clean. Now what we want to see, this one may have to be tightened up just a little bit. It's awful loose. Yep, I'm going to have to tighten that nut just a little bit. Well, that's not a problem. I figured that's the reason I got the heat gun laying here. It's just not. Let me plug it up here. It'll be ready to go when I am. So, but I'm not ready right now. So, here's my knife. I've got sandpaper. I've got 180, 320 sandpaper out, and the razor knife. I got a big working platform right here. Then I get in here and do all this with. I keep it close. I try to. That's the reason I got a little knife right there with a sharp, keen edge. I could have done this all on the belt grinder, but it would have been subject to hit these eyelets, and I don't want to do that if I don't have to. They are brass. They're just colored brass. Go around. Find any where the flash is built up. Now, come around. Give it a little scraping there. Okay, this front side is what I'm going to call the thumb off. Now, when you take a knife like that and you put it in there to get it out, and I cut this out right here, I'm going to have to do a little bit of work right in here. I didn't cut enough on the grinder, which is okay. I can go back and do that if I need to. But what you do is you get a hold of it here and you take your thumb and you just pull it right out. You break the lock right here. Hopefully you can see that, because I am not seeing the camera screen real good. But anyway, right there's the lock that you want to break. That holds it in there. Once you pull that past that, it'll come right out, because it's already cleared these 90 degrees here and then fit in this little thing right here. So let me, okay, I'll just keep on doing here. Now, take a knife out. This is this. Here's the hanger for it right there. Now, we lay the knife over here. Take 2 female Chicago screws and the 2 male screws and 2 of these brown right there. Now, with this, you put in the middle hole, and you put it in the middle hole. Okay. Put the standoffs. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Okay, let's do that again. You take, so I can do this. All right. We got 2 female posts here. Chicago screws is what they're called. Got 2 of those, and we have 2 males right there. It goes with them that's threaded to go in them. Okay, the front of your sheath, this happens to be the side that you're gonna face, turn to the world. It's right there. Then you turn them over, support them, put that on there. Just put your little standoffs on there, and then you put your take your screws and drop them in the slot right there. Take your screwdriver. Try not to force it if it don't go. These are tiny threads, so okay. Got it started. This one slipped on me. Okay. For some reason I don't tighten anything till I get everything seated in there. Okay, there's the other one. It's in the hole. Now just used a Sharpie a fine line Sharpie to do the screw holes yesterday, and put the little eyelets, the short ones, the 8/6s. Okay, now, that's a problem. It's nothing we can't handle, but it's a problem right now. So what you do right here, you can either mark it, or you can just lay your scissors down right beside of it, and voila, cut that off. Get you to the other side and cut it off just like that. Now, since that's done, there it is, but it's not quite done. So now this right here's why they're all such pain in the gluteus maximus. Making a knife, compared to all the foo-for-all that goes with it, is a piece of cake. It's fun. Fun getting out there and beating on steel with a hammer, hot steel. That's fun. The pomp and circumstances are not so fun. So now you take your scissors around the corners. We don't want no sharp edges hurting anybody if we can help it. The only sharp edge really we want is on the knife itself. We want clean edges, but we don't need the super sharp ones now. Okay, there's that. This is 320. Here's the 180. Okay. said, I'm going to post one here pretty quick. Well, you'll have done seen it by the time you get to this one. But a little explanation, I guess. My tutorials are long-winded, and I try, even though I may break off on some other tangent or somewhere. I got one of them chattery minds, you know. It starts doing something, then squirrel, you know. One of those. Okay, there we go. That's smooth, good, feels good. No hang-ups, no nothing. If it catches me and I bleed, that's me. I don't want a customer catching it and bleeding on the case. I can't do nothing about the knife blade itself, but now put it right over here. This one has this one's got a hamon on it. As a matter of fact, all of them do. It's just this one was done. Okay, but that's okay. Now, see on the back side here, let's put this right there. Take the hot iron gun, loud noises, and hot. Okay. Nope, that wasn't hot. That ain't hot enough. Yeah, that got hot enough. I'll say that's hot enough. Okay. Okay. It's one of them things, it's not hot one second, then the next and it'll blister you. Now, that's in there. Yep, that tightened it right up. Just fine. Right there. Now, I can and could just kind of gild the lily there a little bit. Since this is such a straight wall in the back. Okay. Now, there we go. Got to get them in there just exactly right. Yep, that feels better. Got a little tension on it. It'll loosen up the more you use it. That's all you got to do is just get back right there now. Alright, thumb it out and do a little cleanup here. Okay, I use my aviation snips. They're a little better suited to getting in these spots. Like that. Okay. Yep, now 3/4 120. Where's 180? I'll do it right there. Take a little bit of a rasp here. Use what tools you've got that works. Like I said, I gotta carry my own table around with me. I push it in and hold it. And make it cut a little better. Let me see. Do I have a half file over here or not? Yeah, I do. Well, it's actually this is what takes so long, is gathering and getting everything together enough to do with. Okay. Okay. That feels good. No sharp edges, no corners, no nothing, anything there. Right there. You can't feel it, but you can see it. It's just a little different color. Yeah. Looks like a stress point where I've worked it with a pencil. So it's round for your fingers to go in and the thumb out. So now that's done. The front looks okay, but the back is kind of nasty. So, and so's my table. I'm ashamed to show it, but it is. Okay, here's just to prove. There's pencil marks on this. Alcohol is is not only an antiseptic, but it is also a solvent. So it will clean, and so I don't know if you could have seen the pencil marks to start with. They's light, but they was there, and now they're not. Now the back is as pretty as the front, and it only takes just a few drops of alcohol. The high octane, I can't stress that enough, the high octane, not the 70 or the 60%, but the other, the good stuff. Now, and it works. You can clean your straps with it too, and everything. These are nylon. You can do about whatever you want to with them. Once they get done, they got the washers on there. The holes is melted in with a solder iron on the strap only. Everything else is drilled. So, like I said, I'm kind of long-winded, but it's a tutorial. It's not supposed to be, a couple of seconds at a time. It's not a short. I don't think short on me is my belt. And so now this is not the last time that the knife goes in the sheath. So they go in dull, and when I get them all done and cleaned and checked, I will sharpen them and put them in here. Then they'll be done. Hopefully they'll go in without any blood on them. Mine. Now, that is locked in, and if you want to put it on the other side, say this is for a right hand carry. Spine is to you, is to the left, the blade is to the right, and there it is. That is a right hand carry. And if you want it left handed carry, all you gotta do is take these two out and turn it around, put the other on there, put it on the other side. It will be just fine. Now that locks in good. Perfect. See? It takes a while to do this, and each one of them has to be done the exact same way. I'm going to show this one will have to be, yep, this one will have to be tightened up too. So that is okay. Let's go ahead and get some of this flash off of it. As good as the press is, when you grind on them and you heat them, that sometimes they will distort, and that's with this flash sticking on there. That's what that means. It got hot. It melted as well as ground. So the heat will actually distort it. So oh, a little side note there, just for the heck of it. I got some cousins. I don't know how you would classify as cousins. It all started with when two sisters married two brothers. Not twins, but anyway, so we're cousins with their family members. I don't know if I'm a double second or or a third cousin or what. I don't understand all genealogical stuff like that, but it doesn't matter. They're kin, and I know them. And I knew her growing up somewhat. Knew her mother well till her mother died, young death, bad heart. A lot of the Shields has had that, and a lot of it comes through the crisps and the styles is with the bad hearts. The Shields is, I guess, go out the other ways. But anyway, makes short story long or long story short. Her kids, like Forged in Fire, and she told them that she had a cousin that made knives. Now I hadn't told this gal I'd made them. I don't know how she found out, probably from another one of my cousins. And so anyway, that being said, it was her kids thought they might like to come over. She wanted to know if she could bring her kids over here to play in the smithy. And I'm not having anybody in there that's not of age. We got two that's 16, so I'm assuming they're twins right off the bat. So, and another boy. It's 3 boys and a girl. They're all keen on it. So, since I don't do tours and teaching to people that young about getting in there, I hadn't taught a class yet other than just here on YouTube. One of these days I'll get on my rows in a duck, and we'll see about getting some students and teach what little I know. But anyway, but oh God, my muscle. Where I had that shoulder surgery, this muscle was detached up here, and it was all down here, and they pulled it back up here and done it, and they said it may take 4 or 5 years to stretch back. If it didn't, they could go in there and cut it loose and move it down, that tendon. They like to put them back where they're supposed to go. And it will, I'm getting a certain way, and the muscle will try to crawl from up here all the way back down toward my elbow. So, makes it kind of hard sometimes. But anyway, get back on the knife situation. Like I said, they ain't tell me where my mind will go. I can be talking about one thing and then it'll go squirrel. Okay. So I told them I didn't do that. Even for kinfolk, I don't do that right now. My granddaughter don't even come in there. And my brother's the only one that's ever been in there besides me. And so I sent them. I had 3 more knives, like in this series right here, that I hadn't touched, other than they've been ground and heat treated and was ready for hand sanding. And that's all I had done to them. So I bought some sheaths, and they wasn't as good as the ones that I'd bought previously from the same supplier. And so anyway, I put them sheaths in there, and the little 6-year-old, I didn't have a knife kit available for her, so I sent her a little knife that I had made, and it had a little surface rust on it, so I give it just a quick heavy sand with some 120 grit and put it in there, and told her she could while she's doing, she could learning and watching that she could restore the knife, make it as shiny as she wants to. And I put a piece of leather in there so she could make her a sheath if she wanted to. So anyway, so there's, hopefully there'll be 4 kids that get really interested in it and will take part in being a maker of something, anything. Okay, there's that. Here's this. Yeah, here. 2 of these and 2 of these. I have to get on the ball and order some more of these because I have knife or fire starter brackets that can go on there too. So I don't think I've done anything about that. So okay, so hopefully we're watching that. It's just going to be the same thing over and over and over again, but still, sometimes there's something happens that warrants that. So yeah, but hope cousins is will enjoy it and everything. Find out what it's all about, and working with your hands, as long as you got hands that'll work for you, is. Yeah. Could I have standardized everything? Yes, I could have. I could have made sheaths and clamped them on a small wooden fixture, or I could use a small wooden knife, you know, a profile of what I wanted. But since each knife is unique, the handle shapes, blade geometry will be really close. But you know, sometimes this things just okay. Oh, that didn't stick. Why didn't you? There it did. I think these are like 40 or 60 threads per inch. They're pretty tiny threads, so if anything, these are a little bit short on the width of the case, so I'll save on these little pieces of Kydex. Might make some Kydex of it. Don't know. I gotta get a pressure pot so I can make my own handles. I've got a vacuum pot so I can. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's just a washer, but still. Okay. How's that? Feels good. Yep. Now, let me see about the washer here just for a second. Where did it go? I couldn't rent super far. There's a tip in this that I wish to bestow upon everybody. Oh Lord. Okay. There is like I said, there is a Valiant tip here. Works for knife making, watch making, any kind of making, anything. Auto mechanics, anything. It works for them. Now, you drop a part that's this small or this small. You drop it. That's $100 bill. That's $100 bill. That's $100 bill. That's $100 bill. You're not looking for a part. You're looking for money. If you look for money, look for $100 bills, you'll find it. You'll find it. You'll come up with ways to figure out how to find it. Because if that's your last one, that's your last one. You know, where are you going to go get another one at? Say it's midnight when you're finishing up, got a rush order, and you drop this. And it goes somewhere, God knows where. Well, you're going to find a little ring of plastic, or you're going to find a $100 bill. That's the tip of the day for that. So now, back to the alcohol. Like I said, it don't take much. I get down with this, I'm going to clean this off right here. So next time you see it, hopefully it'll be a even more reasonably clean table right here. Yep, like I said, this alcohol is a solvent. It will take about anything off of it. I've got to do this one exactly like I did the other one, and fix the draw, the capture of this. So I'll do that right now. So let me get this right here. Heat guns like electricity. Nope, that wasn't enough. Yep, wasn't enough. That's better, but So each one of them is a little different. Okay, let's try on this side. Try to see if it won't work a little bit better. Nope, that didn't do a whole lot. Okay. I keep my hands moving. That's warm. Still not. Fidget and fiddle, fidget and fiddle. Now, if I have to, I can always put another rivet in it. Do that. And do that right there. This doesn't have pads on it, but it didn't. It's alright. I can heat it back and get some pads. That's the beautiful thing about this. Yeah. Now, that I bet will do it. If I have to, I can put another eyelet up here, which I may wind up doing. This is the fiddle stuff that takes forever. Even though it feels good to start with, and you may only have one or two of it, a whole batch that don't want to cooperate right. There you go. Yeah, that works a lot better. I think I will put another rivet in that one just for the heck of it up here. and then heat this up just a little bit and try to take out some of these other marks. Well, anyway, I'm going to go on with this, and this, hopefully you see what's involved with after you grind them and everything else, how you clean the edges, sand them, and you can run a black Sharpie over it. I don't have a big one. Wish I did. I'd probably do that, especially on this pink, because pink and black looks good together. So, but anyway, this won't be the last video of this little series right here. I guess the next one will show you how I finalize them and get them ready to go. So till I get another one going there and everything. So hopefully that it's still yeah, it's still recording. This may be an hour and a half long. I don't know how long it's been, but anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add another eyelet up here and warm this back up right here and take some of these little marks right there out of it, and I'll wash it again before I put this hanger on it and everything, and put it over the other ones and call it good, and then move on to the other 7 or 8, and plus 2 leather ones that I've got to finish. Actually 3 leather ones, excuse me, 3. I got 2 almost ready and 1 that I need to start. So this is sheaths and holsters. This is, like I said, this is a part of it. This is the end of the process before it gets ready to go to a customer. So when I get done, I'll either have gloves on or I'll have something there clean, and I'll pack them in something clean. They're going to go probably, if they'll fit in my little attaché case or briefcase or whatever the heck it is right there, put them in that. If it's not, I'll go to the next size bigger in luggage. Yeah, I think I've got one bigger than that. It looks like a piece of luggage. This right here looks like a briefcase, what it is. So anyway, I'm yammering on. So there was a squirrel come through here just a second ago. So anyway, I'm gonna get on. So till next time, it's Bobby Shields saying, God bless.